K.R. Somani also told whether we want a recent advance or whether we should do the basic before studying the recent advances in tuberculosis. As recently when you must have also seen Satyam Vijayate has particularly given very much highlights on tuberculosis on one serial. And after that, actually I didn't see that serial. I was not like next day people start coming, sir मेरे को वो टीवी तो नहीं हो गया जो सत्य में विजय दिखा रहा है वो तो नहीं हो गया. So that's what the fear has also started, that those has been treated with tuberculosis in the past, whether they are having MDR, XDR or total drug resistant, that is what. But not saying so much, as Dr. Sonwani has also briefed, that stick to the basic and you would not require an advancement or you would not require newer drug for tuberculosis. But basic, only thing. But recent advances, what we have basically, what are the criteria? Recent advances treatment, basically drug resistance is increasing. As we all know, we want new drugs. For the last 40 years, we were not having any new drugs after repatriation. Okay. And secondly, also for drug accessibility, how to treat them safely. As Dr. Sarwani also told that while giving rifampicin, patient have gastric intolerance, while giving pyrazinamide, they have joint problems, even gastric intolerance and some type of drug reaction. How to do that? Those are the things which we have in the mind before starting anti-TB. Many of the times, I have also had the same experience what Dr. Sarwani had. Diagnostic, we want a rapid diagnosis. Many times we start empirically. Let's start an anti-TB drug. Let's do it. Today only I got a call from a doctor about her mother that she has been started on anti-TB, just that she was coupled. X-ray was normal, everything was normal, nothing, all the reports were normal, like TB around gold, everything. Then on phone she asked me whether she is having tuberculosis. Well, I don't know, but if it's everything is normal, only coughing doesn't mean tuberculosis until unless proof otherwise. And secondly, we want a vaccine after BCG, question mark. Basically, they have not now stopped basically promoting Immuvac. Immuvac, no? Yeah, they have stopped. Basically, as I know it, as my thesis was on Immuvac, that is Mycobacterium W. Okay, so basically it's not been in the slide also. So that is what one of the things which we require. Now the road. Stop transmission first of all. That is early point of detection, safe and effective vaccination. Neutralization, that is we have to have antibiotic or antimicrobial which acts on latent tuberculosis. We don't have it at present. All of those act only on active tuberculosis. That means if you are diagnosing a latent tuberculosis and treating him, you are not treating him or her. Okay, drug regimen should be very strict also. Now treatment of active tuberculosis, all we know. Most of the people, when I ask, TB, हाँ मैं तो treat कर लूँगा, क्या चाहिए उसमें? उसमें तो 4 ड्रग देना है, खिला देंगे कैसे भी, ठीक है? That should not be that. And if you are suspecting drug resistance or a failure piece, you should be having a rapid diagnostic so that as soon as you are suspecting, you should get a result within days, not you have to wait. Initially, when I was studying, we have to wait for 1.5 months for getting a report of drug sensitivity. तो जब तक वो आता था वो पेशेंट ही गायब हो जाता था. अरे आ जाओ तुम्हारा ड्रग कल्चर हो गया अब करवाना है. तो पेशेंट we don't get it. Now recent advances have started telling us how to do it early and get the result early. Now advances. First of all, let us diagnose. How to diagnose the tuberculosis? Now, what is the basic microbial tuberculosis? Culture the human host, replications of microbial tuberculosis. There is the immune response. That means we have 2 things. One is bacteria or mycobacterium, and second is we will be having serological. Now, basically, what WHO recommends always is you get a tissue sample or you get a mycobacterium first, not a serological. Serological are always indirect evidences that the patient may be infected, not diseased. Active disease may not be there. Okay, so that's what. We have many types of that. That is mycobacterium. We have antigen detection test. We have microbial visualization of bacteria, culture, nucleic acid amplification, which is now widely used, and volatile organic compound, which is in the research process. From immune response, we have that is TB Furan Gold, which many people are using nowadays. human immune response antibody detection test, for example, serological test. Okay. Now, TB diagnosis. WHO endorse liquid cultures, automatic detection, and MDR screening. Technology, what micro line probe assay, that is known as LPA, commonly called, and strip specification. Now description, what is liquid culture? Now liquid culture commercial bots are available. From what we can get Pactec, MGIT, mainly we do this type of test. From automatic detection, now MDR screening, gene expert. Now very widely used, widely available, easy to do, very easy to do, and a very specific and sensitive test. We are having it. Before that, we used to have a culture. Pactec Karov, MGIT Karov, Pivrik 10. So that also takes 21 days approximately to get a result. Okay, now LPA, move far better. That means you have to have a sputum positive, that's not the drawback, but it will give both second line and first line resistance. That is MD, B, DR plus will give first line INH. Now this is resistance tells about, whereas SI will tell about the proteinols, aminoglycosides, this type of things. Okay. Now gene expert, basically gene experts. Basically, we are thinking about now gene experts only, or LPA. These are the two tests mainly done. Culture, gold standard still. Culture is a gold standard, but early detection by gene expert. First major breakthrough in the TB diagnosis, spin sputum smear, a rapid, fully automatic nucleic acid amplification test. Provides simultaneous diagnosis of TB and genotype rifampicin resistance. This gene expert will tell only about the rifampicin resistance, not about the INH resistance. You do not be confused by telling that gene expert ने भेज दिया, अरे तुमने INH resistance क्यों नहीं बताया? He would not be telling it. Gives positive results in 99 to 100% of patients with smear positive, whereas 57 to 83% of the patient with smear negative pulmonary tuberculosis. That means when you are thinking that smear is not positive, if you want a result, you can think about gene expert. After doing a sputum AFP, not getting positive, you are still having a very doubt that it is having it, you go for a gene expert. Okay? It is 81.3% sensitive for extrapulmonary tuberculosis. That means tissue also can be used. Now result available within 2 hours. मतलब आपने दिया, अगले दिन आपके हाथ में result. You are knowing that it is tuberculosis or not positive. Now particularly useful in TB with HIV conflict, suspected case of MDR-TB can be also. Rifampicin resistance, you will be having a high suspicion that INH is also resistant. LPA, you would be getting result only once sputum is 1 plus. Now that is LPA. Two types, that is MDB, DR, mycobacterium tuberculosis drug resistance plus and MTB, DRSL. What do we find? Basically detection. We are interested how to do, what the technology. We physician would not be much interested. That means when you are writing it plus, you will get INH and rifampicin resistance. When you are doing it, that is SL, you will get that is resistance to propranolols, aminoglycosides, and ethambutol. These 3 drugs you will be getting it. Okay. Starting material pulmonary, it has to be what sputum positive. 5 hours you will get the result within 1 day. Okay. So that's what. If you are having a sputum positive, thinking it as a MDR, you go for LPA. Once LPA is positive, if you are thinking more, then you can go for second line as well. Then, but if you want the whole panel of antitubercular, you have to go for culture. Gene experts or LPA would not be helping you getting that is pyristamide resistance or not, would not be helping it. They would be helped only by the cultures. Okay. Now, MDR plus benefit can be performed by patient specimen or culture material, simultaneous destruction of MDB complex and resistance to rifampicin, INH, and rapid result 5 hours, allow early and appropriate treatment, help to reduce spread of MDR. That means when you are seeing the patient for the first time, he or she is not giving a history that he has been exposed. Just do the gene expert test or LPA test. You would be knowing that he is a drug sensitive patient and you are confident he would be treated within 6 months. That is what the story is. Otherwise, after 2 months, still the sputum is positive, patient is telling, I am not getting better. Till that time, he must be frustrated, you must be frustrated, and then doing it, it will be too much. Now, interferon gamma, basically what it is very much interferon gamma or what we call gamma interferon gold. That is what measures interferon gamma secreted by T cell. Basically, two component quantiferon gold and T spot. Basically, what it is basically a secondary to the Montus test or PPD. What we know, it is a serological in which the patient doesn't get the pain. Okay, alternative to TST. But it doesn't differentiate between an active TB or a latent TB. It only says that the patient is been exposed. That is what the story is, nothing else. But unaffected by BCG vaccination. But if you are thinking that BCG is cross-reacting to the Montus test or PPD, this is what you can do. But it will not be telling you an active or inactive. Okay, that should be taken very cautiously before starting a treatment. Only on the basis. Now, serological test, basically, I would not be elaborating much, as WHO and Indian government has nearly said no to it. Don't go for any type of serological test to diagnose TB. And it is banned also now. If you find anybody is doing IgM, just inform Dr. Somani and he will be taking all the actions. But irony is still I find written IgM in some of the papers, IgM TB. But and they start asking, sir, ये वाला नहीं हो रहा आजकल क्या करें? मतलब ये man उसमें कुछ करता है तो देखो बताओ. So that is what the story is. Now other diagnosis test in very recently but has not been still commercialized or not available are brief analyzer screening test. Device measures exhale volatile organic compound results within 10 minutes. Basically used for screening, mass screening if you want. Now, lipo, arabinone, detection of urine, LAM, measures urinary level of mycobacterium tuberculosis, LAM, rapid and simple test useful in diagnosing TB in HIV co-infected patients. Now, drugs. Basically, basic is 4 drugs: rifampicin, ethambutol, penicillin. And if required, second line add on streptomycin. These are the 4 drugs you should go for it. But many of the times we get fascinated by probenrols. Easy drug, easily available, well tolerated, cheap also. Streptomycin भी देते, probenrols भी देते. But it is a very useful second line drug, and basically I've remove some of the pages which were saying that there is a trial going on. Moxifloxacin plus 3 drugs for 4 months. That is what the dream is, to decrease the 6-month regimen into 4 months. But as it is still on trial basis, phase 3 trial is going on, I thought we should not discuss about the probenrols used as a second, as a first line drug for 4 months. Okay. Now, 2 new drugs recently approved for treatment for multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. Basically, bedaquiline and delamanid. This is very new, not available in India. You will not be procuring also. Patients has to be given special permission to start it. Only 1 or 2 centers are using it, like Hinduja Hospital is using some, procuring from somebody. This most by TNC 207. Okay, bedaquiline. Now first new anti-TB drugs developed over after 40 years, approved by US FDA in December 2012 for treatment of MDR-TB in adults. Presentation 100 mg tablet, marketed under the brand of Silturo. Okay, but in India we are not available. Basically, it inhibits growth of actively replicating as well as non-replicating drug sensitivity and drug resistance tuberculosis. That means there is a chance that it may activate or act on latent tuberculosis, dormant. That is what. But still, the research are going on. Much has been not been read. Therefore, I would not be able to tell. No drug interaction with other anti-TB drugs. Good. No cross resistance with ethambutol, pyrazinamide, moxifloxacin, amikacin, streptomycin. But rifampicin has not been written. I don't know. Bedaquiline precautions. It should be used only when an effective treatment regimen cannot otherwise be provided. But still a resistance can cause due to interval prolongation. Monitor ECG and liver function test. Now what's the dose? Basically 400 mg daily for first 2 weeks, followed by 200 mg 3 times per week for 22 weeks. A duration of 6 months. Now delamide, nitroimidazole derivatives inhibit nucleic acid synthesis in bacteria, just like INH most probably. Approved by European Union in November 2013. That means not more than 1 year. It's very early for treatment of MDR-TB in adults undergoing phase 2 and phase 3 trial. In US, they were not approved. Recommended dose 100 mg BD for 24 weeks. Now, some of the novel drugs like we are using sometimes linezolid. Similarly, we have got sutizolid, SQ109, PA 824, that is trinamide. New drugs on the horizons. Okay. Now, sutilazide, that is linezolid analog, currently undergoing phase 2 clinical trials. Acts by inhibiting bacterial protein synthesis. This is what analog of. Now SQ109, again an analog of ethambutol. Okay, phase 3 trials are going on, active against drug susceptible as well as resistance MTB. Early bactericidal effect, whether ethambutol or bacteriostatic as we know. Synthetic action with, synergistic action with INH and rifampicin, and the low bacterial mutation rates has been seen. Now, rifampicin, a bicyclic nitroimidazole derivative realized by TB Alliance, a potent bactericidal and sterilizing drug. Again, one of the sterilizing drug, if it is, then it would be helping us, as pyranamide and rifampicin are the only 2 sterilizing drugs we have nowadays. This would be the third one, but still very far to go away. Now, PA824. All these are basically digits which is very difficult to be remembered, but still. Now, dual mechanism of action inhibits cell wall inhibition and actum endodonos. Active against both active and dormant. Again, this one is having a very good prospect if really this is happening. And it has the synergism with moxifloxacin and pyrazinamide and potential to shorten the therapy. That is what our goal is, to from 6 months let it be 4 months. Better if it's 10 days. Okay, now Rizorin basically it not be complete without talking about the Rizorin in a drug sensitive patient. Basically, it should be sensitive to rifampicin. It should not be that drug resistance to rifampicin. You are getting the gene aspect and thinking about the Rizorin. What the benefit basically of Rizorin? Basically, rifampicin, when we tell that is a major limitation is poor GI tolerance. Patients start vomiting, having a hepatic intolerance also low, and variable bioavailability. After taking the patient sometimes takes the food, the availability is less. Empty stomach, you have to take at least half an hour, you do not have to take anything. After foods, not allowed, like that. The bioavailability is uncertain. Subtherapeutic serum level, we get it, and we get the chances of getting a resistance. Multiple adverse drug interaction also. Now, what is Rizorin? Rizorin is also only a rifampicin with piperacin. Now, serum rifampicin level in rifampicin it is low or variable, but when we start using Rizorin as a rifampicin, it is high and sustained. Clinical efficacy at par with standard drug. That is what the Rizorin is. GI tolerance, as we are using less of the dose, nearly 50%, that means it is better tolerated due to low dose. Risk of revived is reduced, low dose, low risk of, as it is a dose dependent toxicity. Now, treatment adherence rate is high, as it's my experience that particularly females who don't tolerate rifampicin very well, this is a very good drug. Cheap also compared to what the classical regimen we are using is cheaper also, very cheap, and lower incidence of as there would be having a more of adherence as there is low incidence of GI intolerance. Minimum is all. Hepatitis do not have to withdraw it as we are giving a less dose, better tolerated, and less of the failure. Now, preferred choice in the treatment of gastroenteritis that is required, must, and that's the same thing that is ideal whichever for the patient who develops intolerance. Sometimes the patient comes to me, to my clinic, sir, ये दवाई से मुझे आराम नहीं मिल रहा है. Even I have prescribed or somebody else. Then I just switch over them to Rizorin and they tolerate it very well. Okay. Now, usual option in which type of patient? Alcoholic, elderly, females, having any liver problem like hepatitis or something like that. Now, what's the basic role is whenever treating that we should, it's 6 months to 12 months for classical, 24 months for MDR-TB. We require it for 4 months. Research are going on to decrease it with all the newer drugs. Trials are going on to decrease it to 4 months to 6 months like that. Even to MDR-TB, not only drugs. Our vision is basically, as innovation is always there, it should be within 1 week or 10 days like that. Okay. Now, vaccines. At present, we are not having very much effective vaccine. Only one vaccine is available, but it's not preventive. It is only therapeutic to be given along with the treatment. It should not be like that you are been vaccinated, patient is not closing. But it has been seen, particularly I have my this time BSP, I would not have Imuvac. I have seen that it converts the sputum positivity very quickly within 15 days, which a normal patient with classical regimen of DOTS CAT1 has taken 1 month. If we add on Imuvac to them, they have converted it within 15 days. That means early conversion, less of infectivity, less of burden to the community. That's what I would be also saying. But the summary would be, treat the patient as soon as, first of all, diagnose it correctly. Second, once you have diagnosed correctly, treat the patient as per the requirement, like that. The patient should be taken, the body weight should be taken, always considered as all the doses when we have studied was on per kg body weight, not at the fixed dose combination. Like on this basis, I would be telling only one thing about the Rizorin is it is for 37 to 54. Rizorin is for 37 to 53 kgs, not above that. Below that, it depends upon how much they tolerate it. But for a person weighing more than 54 kgs, Rizorin should be avoided rather than giving them rifampicin 600 should be considered. This is what the thing is. And treat appropriately. You will not be finding MDR or XDR or TDR also. And counseling is one of the main part of treating and tuberculosis, as they always default after 2 months of treatment. You should do a good counseling. And secondly, it has become a notifiable disease. Whenever you start, just keep the record, and at the end of the 1 month, you can send the record to the DTO or to the CMO, so that if you are missing the case, they can hand over or tackle the case basically. Thank you.